Hi, I'm Celeste and welcome to Find Your Purple. Well, the last video I did, I introduced the 21-day transformation process I was going to go under. And my 21 days has come and gone, and I completed it, and I found I had some positive results in some categories. If you recall, I was going to focus on faith, keep those goals going. I was going to focus on my hair loss. I was going to focus on my skin, especially trying to get this drooping thing out of the way. My jawline was an issue. My posture was an issue. Overall healthy habits. So I made an effort to put more focus on those parts of me, I guess, every day for 21 days to see if I saw any results. And I had some positive results. Not a huge transformation, as you wouldn't expect in 21 days, but I've been putting in some habits that I think may make a difference. So I'm continuing them. I'll give you updates in the future. I'll be breaking it apart in several different videos to keep anything from being long. And I'll try to title them in a way that aspect I'm focusing on. So if you're interested in one, you can watch it. If you're not, you can move on to another one. Today, my focus will be talking on the idea that 21 days can make a difference. It's about putting in habits. It's about consistency. I think we are all in a microwavable society, in a give me a pill or a surgery, fix the problem instantly, and I'll be happy. When in fact, we need to realize that some changes take time. Deepening of my faith takes time. Building a relationship with God takes time. Getting rid of wrinkles takes time. Hopefully it's possible. Working on my posture takes time. And all of it takes an effort, and it takes persistence. So I think now that I'm in my 60s, I know it's kind of a now or never. Either I live with certain conditions or I do something about them. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I can't keep saying, well, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next year. I encourage people that are younger than 60s, even my daughters in their 20s and 30s, to start doing things so they're not in a catching up mode. It's easier to stay out of debt than it is to get yourself out of debt. It's easier to stay healthy or stay at an ideal weight than it is to get back to an ideal weight. I waited till my 60s before I literally used skin cream on a regular basis, or suntan lotion on a regular basis, or exercise on a regular basis. So I hope people would listen to my tale and know you got to start it in your 20s and 30s. So I'll be talking about my faith today and what happened on the 21-day journey. During the 21 days, I still read my Bible, and as you might remember, I am writing longhand the New Testament, so I write a chapter every day. I use my phone, and I use an app called Youversion, and it's Youversion. It's a free app, and it has, I don't know if it has all the versions of the Bible, but it has several dozen, but the ESV, the NIV, the NLT, the King James, the New King James, the Message, all of those are on it. And many of them have a audible version and a written version. So I use that every day as my Bible. I'm doing the ESV right now version. I think it's English Standard Version. And I will use that as when I'm writing it out. But as part of Youversion, they have another section of it, just another tab, that is called plans. And two plans I found over the last 21 days have really impacted me. The one was about prayer, and they have, I don't know how many, maybe hundreds, thousands, I don't know, plans out there. Some are 2 days, some are 3 days, some are 5, 7, 21, that kind of thing. And they're broken down in subjects. So if you want a prayer about anxiety, to get rid of anxiety, or you're dealing with depression, or you want a prayer of love, you want a prayer on how to pray, you just go through the tabs and you click and you can sample them, and again, they're all free. One of them was on prayer, and somewhere in that 5-day or 7-day program, it registered with me, and I don't know if they said it outright, but prayer is not the same for everyone. Prayer is a conversation with God, a two-way conversation. It's meant to be two ways. And that each of us, just as we have different relationships with our friends, your relationship with God and my relationship with God are different. How you talk to one friend is different than how you talk to another friend. How I talk to Jamie is different than how you talk to Jamie based on your relationship. So to think that there should be one prayer type or a perfect system or formula for prayer that works for everybody isn't realistic. I like that. I realized I was trying to fit my relationship with God, building my relationship with God, figuring out how to pray into some formula, which is I guess the way my brain works is I always find out, how do you do it? What's step A, B, C, D? And I try to follow it. But building a relationship isn't about A, B, C, D in life or with God. And so I threw away the book on how to pray, what steps to take, what structure it to take. You thank him first, you praise him, then you ask for things, then you that kind of thing. And I just started talking to him. My walk now, because it's lighter out, starts closer to 6 a.m. So there's much less chance I run into other people. And I go to a pond that's about 5 minutes from my house, and I walk around it. And it's about a 1.5 mile, depending on which walk I take. But it takes about 45 minutes from leaving the house to getting back, unless I sit on a bench, which I'm now starting to do. And I will pray out loud. I just walk and pray. And my prayer is just talking. I'm now saying I'm having a bad day, or I have a sibling or a friend that needs prayer, and I'll pray over them, or pray on my daughters, or I'll talk about how the world is a beautiful place, and the rabbit that crossed my path, how cool it is that God created them and their fuzzy little tail, or that the different birds are out, or then I'll stop and look at a turtle, and it's all worship. I'm amazed every morning about the detail God put into this world, and the beauty, and the dragonfly, their role. And the walk allows me to really, really settle into that. And I'm saying I get better at it, but I guess you don't necessarily get better at prayer, but I'm being authentic with it. I figure God knows, for the first time maybe in my life, I'm talking to him, not at him. I'm talking with him. I do give time for him to talk back now, which I didn't in the past. So part of the walk will also be listening. I haven't had any audible voices, but I'll mention in another one of the videos an answer I might have gotten last week and how it played out, so that you kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. So that's my first thing for the 21 days. I walk almost every day. Sunday mornings I have a little bit of a problem because I need to be at church at 7 for a volunteer group I'm in. But the rest of the time, I'm out there doing the walk, spending my alone time with God, and getting more and more authentic with it than I've ever been in my life. So I think that authenticity is what he wants. Whatever that looks for you, I think I'm making some inroads in that. So that's it for today. As always, grab your cup of tea, sit back, and let's start sharing. Until next time, bye-bye.